Hi Pisces. It's an amazing reading here. We have so many synchronicities when it comes to numerology, and as well, I mean, it's mind-blowing, the love, all the love that is transpiring from this reading, Pisces. But first of all, combinations of 111 or 11 could be very significant. We also have 444, 333. Any combination, it could be, just the number 3 or the number 4 or the repetition of it, but especially 3 times is coming through here. You also have 55. 55 could be also relevant. Now, Pisces, you started the read here with Angel of Love. So, that's for that. Now, I feel that you are at this time healing your heart big time. When it comes to the past where you've sacrificed a lot, you were in muddy waters, there was heartaches, pain, loss, feeling always in lack when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to them being fulfilled or being taken care of by someone else, a lack of care you could have felt. And so here we see this feminine transcending to from that darkness, that obscurity, the mud where she was stuck. She is starting here to elevate, and that is because you are following your higher chakras, your higher guidance, your spiritual growth is coming through strongly. Because here you got wisdom, which is the Hierophant card for me as a reader, and the temple path. So Pisces, you might have on your mind very strongly, what is it to have a happy family, longing for that home, longing for that belonging, longing for that sense of happiness, happily ever after, kind of like in the movies. But also perhaps really contemplating and going deep into what could that mean for you. Is that even possible? And all of that stuff. Now here, what is coming through Pisces is that whatever you dream of, whoever you are at the soul core, whatever makes you feel joyful within, even if it feels like, oh, this is just a fantasy, it's just a dream, is a twin flame journey even real? Is this real? Is that, at the end of the day, that could have put you in a state of depression. You could have felt and been feeling, Pisces, heavy or in a state of numbness, just feeling after a deep healing process here and still perhaps ongoing, feeling like you have died or you're dying. And that is real, Pisces. And whatever you are feeling about what is possible, what is doable in a relationship, or what love would mean for you, a relationship would mean for you, that is a dream that you can bring into form, that you can manifest. Whatever people around you say, whatever you could have found yourself, perhaps talking to friends, about your relationship, perhaps a twin flame or whatever it is for you, and just feeling very much like the other person wouldn't understand, like they don't have the depth or even the experience of that kind of soul connection with anyone. Perhaps they're just going through, the regular love stories, romantic stories that don't last, or just that are more superficial. And that's not to demean that. That's not to put that down. It's beautiful as well. It's an experience. But for you, Pisces, there seems to be this depth, this deepness that you carry. And definitely this relationship seems to call to that level of intensity that is rare, that some people can't even imagine, because it has to do with energy. If it's a twin flame and soul connection that is strong, it has to do with elemental particles. You know, I don't know if you see here all those, the energies, the light energies here. This is how you connect. This is how you are connected to your twin, to whoever it is here. And so when they say bring it to form, there's this sense of whatever you feel, whatever you think, Pisces, whatever you focus on, whatever is your through joy that you feel from within, deep down there, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your work. I feel here it's both. There's a lot of creativity coming through, and they could actually work two together. Actually, they could have a pressure cooker from that relationship, maybe from the hardships that that relationship brought or is bringing, and perhaps a separation here. I'm seeing yearning as well, but this is all working into your favor. There is something about it that is propelling you into the healer that you are. You have the healer of the ages and the sun that came through. And now, why did I say that perhaps it's better to not talk with some people about what you're experiencing? Because I did see envy here. And so envy could be anybody. This could be a feminine energy in your vicinity that could be envious of what you're going through, envious of who you are, or your journey, or perhaps you being different and them never being able to ever understand that level. And so you have to be careful here, perhaps to not talk so much or disclose so much what you're going through, especially when it comes to this amazing underneath the deck. I mean, it couldn't get better here. We get a power couple, 44, 45 back to back, woman holding a heart, men holding a heart. I mean, if that's not a very strong counterparts or divine spiritual connection here, I don't know what would be. Men holding a heart, woman holding a heart, this is truly a whole lot of love on the table. And so if there was anyone doubting this relationship, if you're seeing this reading right now, this is a confirmation. The love cannot be doubted. If you were doubting this was a stronger connection than a regular love story, this is another confirmation. Don't doubt what you know deep in your heart, Pisces, because then you got door to spirit and door to romance. I mean, this is a human experience of love, and it's spiritual. It's this heart. The key to this heart is found, with the spirit, with guidance. It's divinely guided, let's say, and also it's propelling you again towards more of your spiritual path. So this is like a spiritual mission that both of you have. One of you has awakened the other, or in the other perhaps that is more awakened is perhaps awakening more to their human side. I feel like here the feminine perhaps is opening more to her human experience of love, whereas the masculine is opening more to his higher spiritual sense of being. There's a deepening happening, because we have here 45 is number 9. That has to do with the hermit energy. So I feel that this masculine has had to go deeper within to find the light within himself, when the feminine here has 44, it's number 8, and has to do with her abundance, her power. How can she create, manifest her dreams? So, and this is how it happens. The feminine needing to balance the masculine energy in her, so becoming more powerful in that way, in the material sense, and the masculine needing to get more into the receiving mode, the feminine energy, that is the yin energy, that is more emotional, deeper, more spiritual. So this is how it works. The feminine getting into her power, and the masculine opening up his heart more, going deeper and higher. So this is just amazing. It's just amazing. Now we see that there's needed to be a lot of strength. You have angel of strength in this particular relationship, the situation, and we see that there is a journey involved coming through, perhaps soon. But the guardian and the gate here is this, you know, feminine that has the key around her neck, but is looking on the other side, you know, of that gate, and is not opening the gate. She is looking, but she's shy. She's shy to get out there. And that Pisces is you. You need to no longer be shy. You are, at this time, getting into a realization of who you are, seeing the true you here, who you truly are, and anchoring yourself deeply in that, and not losing yourself in the details, in whatever your mind is trying to tell you. You're asked to drop it, drop the load of the mind, drop the detail-oriented mind, the left brain, logical brain is trying to see every single little detail that you can't really grasp at this time. There's a need to surrender here. And here we see a feminine that is truly in contemplation, in relaxation, in acceptance. You see, you know, there's a lot of acceptance here. And it's acceptance of who she is, the heart within her. There's a lot of tenderness happening here. And this tenderness, I'm seeing here with this card, Yemaya, Grandmother Ocean, Primordial. Some of you could, water could be very beneficial for you, going towards body of water, lake, ocean, whichever. The ocean, especially with the salt, can cleanse you a lot. But here, it's coming back to you. You being reborn, Pisces. There's a shock of the new. You have the piano keys here. You have the throat chakra that is illuminated, as well as the other card that has the throat chakra here. And you have the sunflowers. So those sunflowers have to do with the sun again, have to do with how can you shine. Let yourself shine. Let yourself speak, Pisces. Let yourself get out there. It's really powerful here. And release the dark wound. Let love live. So there's also this theme here of forgiveness. Perhaps whatever has happened in this relationship, there's a sense of needing to now get to another point, to get into the present moment, to no longer be in the past. You've learned the lessons, obviously, but if you see that there is a change, there is something also happening in the other person, there's a need also to let go of that past so that you don't bring it to the future, and also not be so focused on the future that you don't live the present. So we need to truly be here in the freedom of our depth and our presence, not anything else. And so release the dark wound, let love live. There's also those, you know, this death process that is happening, and a ripple effect happening when you finally get so in tune with who you are that all of the stuff that has blocked you is released. And it's not because you're really releasing it, it's because you're so in touch with your truth that naturally takes all of you. It takes the whole space of you. And the ripple effect of that is that then you get into your power, and then that rebalances your relationships. That rebalances how much you give, because you now are true. You're here. You know who you are. And thus, there's just a flow of love that starts happening, because you have found that it's falling in love with yourself again, Pisces. Again, I don't know, perhaps you've never fallen in love. Perhaps you're learning to fall in love with you. Once you are here, you will realize the beauty of the mirror that is, that we see also here, seeing the true you in the mirror, that is also a twin flame energy that we see also in patience and planning with those two pillars here. Is definitely a twin flame card for me as a reader. Seeing the true you as you fall in love with you, you see that this love then ripples, have a ripple effect, and brings that connection back into flow. It awakens that love, that acceptance of the masculine or your twin as well. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of the twin flame journey, is that once we realize that it's not about the other yearning, longing for someone, undesired separation, pining. Perhaps you've had to put in that space, and we've seen that in the other readings. There had to be perhaps that separation, that disconnection moment, right? That pause and the relationship in the three-dimensional field. But this had to do with both of you needing to get back into your own integrity, your own, this falling in love with oneself. And so once that happens, you see how much things start to flow here. We see, take bite-sized steps, be patient, plan, but not planning like all the details of what will happen in the future and this and that needs to happen and that. No, it's truly, this feels that it has to do more with your work, to not overwhelm yourself with your work every day. So perhaps you put in an effort or energy, time, but you don't start judging yourself, you don't overwhelm yourself, you just do the do. And you allow yourself to just always be feeling you. It's not about how much you achieve, it's about how you feel when you're doing whatever you're doing. And you will see that, again, that ripple effect will be that if you are doing everything from the heart, from the truth of you, then your work starts to wake up in a way. It starts to be successful by itself. You're not trying to make it successful. You're just doing it from the heart. And that's just a new way. It's a new neuronal pathway that you're actually opening. And you're letting the past, the wounds in the past. Because now, since there is not even believing in yourself or self-worth, it's really just because you're so here, so true, so in love with this. Because you know this is what you need to do. It's you. You can't separate from that. Once you're here, your work is gonna flow, the love is gonna flow, because you're not outside yourself. You are here. The love is inside. Okay? So now, whatever you bring into form, Pisces, it's against the grain. And that we've seen a lot for us, Pisces. It's against the grain. So you might find yourself, perhaps surrounded by other people, friends, whichever, and feeling very lonely, feeling very misunderstood. And that's okay, because at the end of the day, you decide the outcome. You're the judge of your life. No one else is. You're the judge of this relationship. You know. You have an intuition. If there's a psychic sign in the zodiac signs, it's you, Pisces. So don't let this, anyone, let you back down from your dream. Dream a beautiful life. Dream a beautiful dream, but dream a beautiful life is the same. Dream a beautiful dream. This is you, Pisces, but you are going to bring it into form because you focus on that dream and you don't judge your dream as being a dream, because it will become reality. So it's no longer about something being a fantasy or not. It's about how you feel. If you feel the love here, then go for it. Do it. It will bring its fruits if you continually focus on that joy, that spark, that heart vibration within you. We have partnerships and alliances, the third eye chakra. Use your intuition, Pisces. You are clairvoyant at this time. You can see, you can feel, you can intuit. She feels, she knows. Remember, we had this card, and it's here again. Now, when it comes to movement, choices, decisions, don't go into fear. This is your sabotage energy, the Eight of Sword energy, that is fearful, that is, you know, like overloading itself, the mind space. And so here, to get into the choices and decision, you need to get out of that mind and let yourself see from within. It's not the physical eyes. The third eye is the inner eye. Okay? And that has to do with perhaps who would be the, the right people to have partnerships with, alliances with. You know, it could be a romantic situation, but as well here I'm seeing what would be the best people for you to work with. What would be the best situation for you to be in. Okay, Pisces? So very, very important here. We don't have too much time here, but I'm gonna see a few tarot cards. Just see what pops out. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Emperor, Seven of Swords. Whatever was deceitful, or whatever you were deceiving your own self with, you're taking the control now. The Emperor. This is Aries energy. It's a divine masculine energy. It's getting into your yang, getting into your power. Whatever was unclear, now you're taking the reins. You are putting an end to it. Ten of Swords. There's a definite end. We saw the death and the rebirth here. There's a before and after. And that has to do with your creativity, your work. However, you are dealing with that, how you're working. The Eight of Pentacles has to do with you being focused on exactly that. What is it that you're contributing to this planet? What is your purpose? How do you feel within? What brings you a sense of worth, a sense of, this is what I can bring, this is me, this is what needs to come through me, right? And so I'm going to clarify just a little bit this Seven of Swords here. We have the Knight of Wands underneath, so fire energy. It was reversed. There was kind of this sense of lack of action. I feel that now you are taking that action. You know, whatever was behind the scene here is definitely getting out there. The Emperor is not hiding. It's not running away. It's in action mode. And it knows what it knows. It becomes the CEO. It becomes the self-employed. It becomes the leader of its life. Whatever you're working on, that is what you are getting into that energy. No longer into the dreamy illusion. No, now it's the dream into form. You're getting to doing it, Pisces. Yeah, and getting towards calmer waters here. This is what you're manifesting for your life. Through your strength. You have been very strong, Pisces. You've had to find the strength within you. Go deep within you. And recognize from the Three of Swords, again, that is coming through here. You know, you've had to, from that pain, find the strength that is the strength of your spirit beyond your emotions, which is bringing you towards these calmer waters here. And you have been shedding the light on whatever wasn't being said, whatever tricks were behind your back. Let me see more about this illusion, clarity, lack of clarity. We have a two energy. Yeah, the Two of Swords. So that was you in indecision, not knowing. Yeah, you were kind of in a foggy kind of energy. You see those cards are kind of foggy here. But you've gone through. Number 17 could be significant for some of you as well. The Star is you have gone, being at this crossroad here, Two of Wands, Two of Fire, you have gone through healing. you are following your star, you're following your dream. That is there's two wands, and that's the wand you're choosing, the light. You're choosing your dream. If you're not sure, if you were kind of floating in the air, kind of like a leaf, and not having that strength, now you are finding that inner strength within, because you've gone through transformation to death and rebirth, and you're coming into alignment with the high priestess, who you are. And the high priestess is extremely powerful. It's a divine feminine of the spiritual divine feminine. The divine masculine would be the magician, and here the high priestess, this feminine, is waking up to her unusual, unconventional way of being, and what she can bring to the world, and making a work out of perhaps psychic abilities, I don't know, intuition, extrasensory perception, spiritual sad songs, meditation, what have you. This, you see that this is you, and you no longer want to back down from, this is my work, I'm going to make my work out of this, because this is it. I'm no longer afraid. And so reclaim your art. The art is also spiritual art. It's not just, music or drawing, painting. It's your passion. It's what drives you. It could be all of those things, but now you are allowing yourself to be that, and that is giving you a tremendous magnetism here. And you're no longer in that fog. You are clearly putting in the work, and not letting the emotions get you stuck, because now you have found that love within. Eight of Cups, walking away from whatever was disconnecting you from yourself. We have the Queen of Earth here in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Whatever was not bringing you tranquility, whatever was ungrounding, you're walking away from that. Whatever was putting you out of confidence, Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands in reverse. Getting into the Queen of Cups, Queen of Water, the Psychic Queen. I mean, we have three queens back to back, Pisces. This is you, Pisces, Queen of Cups, the compassionate queen. You've always been that, but now you need to get into the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Ground into your fire, into your passion, into your confidence. This is what you are needing to get into now. Yeah. And now you're taking action. There are messages, movement, going forward. You're just going for it now. Your truth. You found your truth. You're learning new skills. You're just going towards your 10 of Pentacles, because you have shifted your perception of yourself. I was going to say your life or your work or love in general. No, it's of yourself. You have entered a door within that you can't go out of. You have, like, the blindfold has been lifted. The veil has been lifted, and you're seeing now. You're seeing. Again, we have this patience card. So just be very patient with yourself. Don't feel like you're left alone, left in the dark. You have Five of Pentacles. That's often what we feel like when we go against the grain. When we're different, we can feel abandoned, lonely. But no, now you're taking control. You're taking control. But as you're doing that, as you are now climbing that mountain, Pisces, be patient with yourself. Just anchor yourself in that love within. Okay? Just curious. A few other cards here of another deck. Sirens. This was a good tarot, by the way. Five of Cups. Yeah, sadness. All of that sadness, that regret, that very emotional Pisces, we have that sadness, that emotional loss. You are getting into Six of Pentacles, rebalancing that. You're rebalancing how much you give. You have generosity here. Perhaps you had given too much. And perhaps there's a recognition here. More about this sadness. Yeah, there's a realization. We have too many here. Contemplation. Yeah, you've gone through the whirlpool. We've seen that card. You've gone through the temptation of your emotions. You know, the temptation is not just outside of us. The devil is within us. The temptation of falling into the darker side, the depression, the seeing everything dark. Yeah, the Lovers. So definitely, you know, talking about twin flame before. Number 6, the Lovers. Soulmate energy, very strong. It could be a twin flame here. We have a King of Wands. It could have to do with and fire energy. But here it's two people that are meant to be together. And what we see here, that there has been this sadness. We had seen there was a yearning before. But again, that had to do with coming back to this. To the pure you. To the purity of the baby being reborn here. Your true essence, your soul. Yeah, Two of Cups. This is alliances, partnerships. This is beautiful. I mean, back to back we get on the spread the Lovers and the Two of Cups, the soulmate energy. And here we have someone or the two that are recognizing something. You know, there's a Three of Pentacles. This is wanting to work things out together. Whatever has brought sadness has also opened up the door to go deeper. This is beautiful. And again, the Star. And 10 of Pentacles, Pisces. I mean, this is beautiful. Yeah, some of you at this time could feel the Four of Cups energy, which is a bit bored, being discontent with the situation right now. But again, remember they were talking about patience. Patience came twice. Use this time, whatever it is. You know, being bored is actually beautiful for creativity. We need to have nothing so that we can create from there. If we're not bored, nothing really can be created, right? So use that to create, because we see here that there's hope and there is luck. I mean, following your star, following the light, you have the Star and the 10 of Pentacles here. This is abundance. It's a happily ever after in the sense of commitment, loyal, family. This is gorgeous and it's so abundant. So we need here to keep on the light, keep on following the light within us, keeping up the hope, the positive manifestation, the positive expectations. And this is what will bring us there, Pisces. Okay? And not fall into the other side, which is the anxiety, the fear. You choose, it's the same coin, you choose which side you want to be on, right? It's like the glass of water, half full, half empty. It's the same, but you choose the lack, the negativity where there is empty, or do you choose the fullness of it? Because it's here. You will manifest exactly that, so you need to follow that love that is within you. Not the fear. It's really all up to that. Fear or love. What path are you going to choose, Pisces? Four of Pentacles, security. Holding on to something. But you are actually, look, we have healing here. The Angel of the Ocean. This is Temperance. Again, that has to do with moderation. This is the infinity symbol. Has to do with twin flame energy as well. This is as you're healing yourself, you are both putting, you know, normally it's pouring the cups, you know, into the other cup. you are both healing yourselves, the two twins here, as I'm talking to you. As you are healing yourself, you're healing your twin. And so we need to get out of this attachment, the attachment of needing again the other. If you focus now on inside, internally, you will find that perhaps if you need to attach yourself, the security that you will find is in your healing within you. This is what needs to take place here. One last one for Pisces, please, for this situation. One last one. Ooh, that's a lot. That's the whole deck, Pisces. But I see 10 of Cups that turned around. This is the happily ever after. The Judgment is underneath. Auto-reflection, reflection, contemplation inside. Don't go into the darkness. Release the darkness. Remember what they were saying before? If I can find that card again. Release the dark wound. Let love live. Release the fear. Let love live. Love and fear cannot live together. And you have, to finish Pisces, 3 of Cups, reunion. So we have a reunion here. And that happened because what? Because there was a destruction. There was this tower moment that happened in this relationship. There had to be crumbling of things, of stuff, of whatever was blocking you or your twin. The two of you had to go through this process of destruction so that there could be this reunion. And you're still working on that. I feel that here in this space alone, you are still working on that dismantling. And as the two are dismantling, this is going to bring you both of you into union. Gorgeous, Pisces. And just remember to focus on the higher, on the light, the love. Only that. The rest will be disregarded as you focus. Don't fight the old. Don't fight it. Just focus on the creation. Don't fight the destruction. Don't be in a destruction mode. Be in the creation mode, the creativity. Because the more you fight something, the more it comes back to you and it sticks to you. It's better to just focus on what you can create from that love, from that light. Okay, Pisces? So I love you. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.